No truer words have ever been spoken. You choose the right woman that's going to help you on your path to help you become more successful, or you choose one that's holding you back. It's hard to become successful, or sometimes damn near impossible to become successful if you have someone kind of constantly weighing you down like an anchor. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back from another episode of the Squire Show. For those of you who are new or maybe watching us for the first time, my name is Lheyton Cook, one of the instructors here at the Squire Program. And really, man, the Squire Program is an awesome program for fathers and sons to come through and develop their relationship, put their son through a rite of passage, and become better men in the process. And so today, man, we got to talk about an important topic about becoming a better man, because this number one thing is one of the things that will either make your success or break your success, and that is who you choose as a spouse. We had a video that we made of Bedros, the founder of the Squire Program, where he was giving a talk to the youth, and he said, who you choose as a wife will be the biggest determining factor of a man's success or failure. And man, no truer words have ever been spoken. Like it nailed it, where, you know, you choose the right woman that's going to help you on your path to help you become more successful, or you choose one that's holding you back. It's hard to become successful, or sometimes damn near impossible to become successful if you have someone kind of constantly weighing you down like an anchor. And I actually have, you know, I guess not personal experience because it's not my life, but I have a friend of mine who is fighting really hard to become successful. Like, he has his an insurance business, and, you know, he works really hard. He's been doing it, I think, maybe like 6 years now. He does okay for himself, but the level he wants to get to, he's nowhere close, because his wife holds him back. She's not supportive of him, you know, constantly, you know, he can't travel like he needs to make these different relationships and build, you know, his network, and, you know, kind of shake the hands and do what he has to do to build a successful business, because his wife at home is not supportive of him. He feels like he's doing everything by himself. And that's a very difficult place to be in. You know, that's where a lot of men are when they choose a wife that's not going to be along for the ride with them, right? They're kind of just like, you know, they get together for whatever reason they got together, but now that they're together, they don't really support each other in that way. And so that's a really big deal, man. And kind of, you know, I guess it has a lot to do with the state of people nowadays. I can't just say the state of women, because men are out here being suckers and being soft too. Definitely have to do a lot of stepping up, especially if we're supposed to be the natural leaders. If we step up, then women will have to step up. But I gotta, man, I'm sorry, but I gotta talk about the ladies for a second, man. The state of women nowadays is like, it's tough. It's slim pickings when it comes to finding a good lady, right? Like, I saw a picture of Sexy Red yesterday, man. For anybody who doesn't know what Sexy Red is, she's like one of these new, you know, the rap artists. And man, it was so disappointing to see that this is going to be an influencer for this next generation of girls coming up, especially me having 2 daughters. It's crazy. She was in the hospital. She literally had the hospital gown on still. She had just given birth, and she's in there, like, you know, twerking in the hospital bed and like, you know, spread an eagle on I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I could literally smell the photo through the picture, but I was like, yo, this is like, nah, bro, like, this can't be going on right now. Like, this is like what's cool. Like, this is what's hot. This is what people are like thinking is funny or entertaining. It's crazy and shocking, to say the least. So that's going to be, like I said, someone who influences the younger generation to come. And so that's not a good thing, man. Another example is, you know, we all know about this example, Will Smith, right? Will Smith, icon when it comes to, at least, especially in the black community, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you, like being Fresh Prince, having style. He was always one who got all the girls. He was just cool, smooth, right? And now all that's basically tarnished. Like, that legacy is pretty much burnt, right? Because of his wife, Jada, and their, you know, their marriage, and their feeling like they need to share certain information that we don't really need to hear. Matter of fact, we don't even want to hear the stuff that they're sharing. That's kind of like, you know, like the quote where it says, it takes 20 years to build a really strong, you know, image and legacy, and, you know, perception of you. What's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Like, reputation. 20 years to build that strong reputation. And you can lose that in literally 20 seconds. Like, the moment from, you know, 20 seconds of going up on stage and slapping somebody, being emotional and acting like a punk, or, you know, 20 seconds of, you know, Jada talking about you on an interview and making you look like a little, you know, like a little soft boy. Like, 20 seconds, man. You know, all the movies he's done, all the positive things. Like he's a, you know, you guys know Will. Like Will's a positive dude for the most part. You don't really see him in a negative way ever. Like he's had a clean record this whole time, which is very hard to do, especially in a place like Hollywood. And he literally just lost it all, man. Like I don't know if he'll ever recover completely. Maybe, you know, as the years go, people will kind of start to forget about it a little bit. But for the time being, man, it's been over a year since that incident happened at the Oscars, and it doesn't seem like anybody's forgetting that anytime soon. In fact, it seems to be getting worse with him because his wife can't keep her freaking mouth shut and keeps exposing him. So yeah, man. So here's the thing. So here's the question then, like, how do you find the right woman? Like, number one is you have to frequent the place that you would like to spend time with that woman if you had her. For example, if you want a girl that's, you know, religious, then you probably shouldn't be going to the club looking for that girl. Like, let's be honest. Like, you maybe should go to different church events or go to, you know, I don't know, a retreat or an event or I don't know, man. Just like, or go, just start going back to church if you don't go or whatever. Like, if you're looking for that kind of girl, if you're looking for a girl that's fit, then, you know, maybe you'll find her in the gym. Who knows, right? That would be insane, right? If you want a girl that maybe you're a football player and football, like soccer, you might find her if you go, you know, you're kicking the ball around somewhere and you've like a soccer field, you might meet her there. Like, go frequent the place that you're looking for. You'd like to spend time with that girl. Like, if you like to do whatever activity you like to do with her, then go frequent those places and you might run into her. Who knows? So that's number one. Number two is pay. Actually, kind of goes hand in hand with the first one, is you got to pay very close attention to where you're looking for these females, man. I see all these guys talking about there's no more good women left. You know, all these girls are just like their minds are polluted. They're, you know, they're all corrupt. All they care about is twerking and, you know, like just like smoking, drinking, party culture, hookup culture, whatever. And it's just not true. Like, it's just where you're looking for them. You're not going to find them, like I said, in the club. You're not going to find them, you know, at the party. Like, you're not going to find them in these places. Like, it's just not, like, you'll find a girl, but like girl you're looking for, probably you're not going to find her there. And so yeah, man, like, you got to really pay close attention to where you're looking for these women, because where you find her is exactly where she's telling you who she is right off the bat. So that's number two. Number three is you got to ask the right questions. If you guys are going on a date, you know, ask the right questions. Like, I remember I saw a video of Patrick Bet-David. He said he literally interviewed his wife. Like, they went out to dinner, and I forgot the name of the book. Maybe we'll put it in the description or something like that. If I can think of it, we'll put it in there. But he said that he had it was a book that was like, I think it was like 200 questions that you ask your spouse, or ask your date before marrying her, or something like that, right? And he had a list of questions that they had dinner, 2-3 hours, they're hanging out, talking, having a good time. And he asked her these questions. She was asking him questions back, and they basically were vetting each other, interviewing each other to see if this would even work. Like, it doesn't matter if you think that she's attractive, she's a baddie, she's a 10, this and that, whatever. It doesn't matter, bro. If she doesn't have these qualities, these motherly, you know, qualities, these instincts, these instincts to be nurturing and, you know, that kind of woman, whatever woman you're looking for, or type A or whatever you're looking for, then it's not going to work. It doesn't matter what she looks like. And so you got to ask the right questions, man. So I'll try and figure out the name of that book. I'll put it in the description for you, but make sure you guys are having those difficult conversations early on, rather than getting in the relationship and then a year on later, after the honeymoon phases, you kind of see that she's not the person you thought she was. It's because you're blinded, bro. And the reason you're blinding is because that freaking oo-wop got you blinded, bro. I'm telling you, dude, this is the big thing too, man. Me and Bedros were talking about this on a Q&A session of the BK show a couple weeks ago. We were saying that, you know, these men end up picking women that they end up finding out later that they're not the right ones, because the coochie blinding them, bro. You're hooking up with this girl, you in love with her, you feel like you're in love with her anyways because it's so good and this and that, whatever. You can't get enough of her, she can't get enough of you, whatever the case is. And then after that kind of fades off, like after the, you know what I'm saying, that new car smell kind of subsides, I'm thinking like, yeah, I don't know, man. I think maybe she wasn't the one. Like, you think? You didn't really have these kind of conversations with her in the beginning. All you just were hooking up, like you were attracted to her physically, which is important, but that can't be the only thing when you're trying to build an empire, you're trying to build a family, you're trying to build a business with this person, you're trying to build a life with this person and travel with them. Like, you have to have a lot more substance than that. And the last tip, which really should be the biggest tip, the most important one, if you can take anything from this episode, it'd be this, is you got to become the man that attracts that type of woman. Like, you can't just go around saying like, I can't find her. I don't know where she's at. I looked over here. I went over here. I did everything you said. I don't know where she is. It's because she's hiding from you, bro. You got to become the man that's going to attract that woman, because you can frequent the place, that you like to spend time with her. You can, ask the right questions. You can do all the things I said. But if you don't do this number one tip, it's not going to matter, because she's not attracted to you anyway. She's hiding. She's not going to uncover herself because you're not the man that, she feels like she should build that lifestyle with. And so lean into self-mastery, lean into personal development, get yourself in the gym, develop a skill, like, build yourself first, get financially stable. Like, these girls don't want to deal with dudes who are broken and don't have their stuff together and kind of still acting immature and not responsible. Like, that's not what they're looking for. At least the woman that you're talking about looking for. The reason you click this video, that girl, she's not looking for a dude like that. And so you got to become the man that attracts that woman to you. So anyways, there's that, man. And also, too, a little analogy for that. I'm sure you guys might have heard the quote. It's like a business quote. It says, if you're a business owner and you're a level 6 leader, you can't lead, or attract 8 and 9s of employees. Like, it just doesn't work. You can only attract and lead your level or below. You can't attract or lead above. And so same thing goes with relationships. If you're trying to attract, an 8 or 9, you yourself can't be a 6, bro. Like, come on, man. You got to be better than that, or at least the same level. Like, come on, bro. So anyways, man, there you have it. That's episode number 1 for you, man. Like, it's super important, bro. Who you choose as a spouse is going to be the biggest determining factor of your success or your failure, man. So take it seriously. And man, I wish you the best of luck. See you guys next time.